Hello, hello, and welcome to Anthem Daily, the show for serious creatives that goes out at 10 a.m. every weekday, coming to you from a rather cold and rainy Cape Town. Tonight, May the 4th, 2026, the cultural landscape shifts as the Met Gala returns. This year, the theme is costume art, governed by a singular dress code. Fashion is art. It marks the debut of the spring exhibition within the newly minted Condé M. Nast Galleries, co-chaired by powerhouse lineup Beyonce, Nicole Kidman, Venus Williams, and of course Anna Wintour. Now, the theme is costume art, and it is an exploration of the 5 millennium dialogue between the human form and the dressed body. So the dress code is fashion as art, and guests will need to dress in attire that is literally a masterpiece. The exhibition itself will take place in the renovated Condé Nast Galleries, and that show features 400 pieces that track the evolution of the body from the naked body to the pregnant body. Now, the gala hasn't escaped scrutiny. The choice of Amazon's Jeff Bezos as lead sponsor and honorary chair has sparked pushback from activists, citing political and labor concerns. But of course, he's married to Lauren Sanchez, and who can't love her? And she's going to be, I'm sure, putting in a good show on the red carpet. So, how can we watch the Met Gala? Well, it's Vogue that remains the gateway, hosting the official live stream across YouTube, TikTok, and their own digital platforms. What can we expect? Prepare for the avant-garde, sculptural silhouettes, and sharp nods to the Baroque, Impressionist, and Renaissance eras. Will you be watching? And when you are, consider if fashion is art and your image is your brand, what would be your red carpet character? We'll certainly be watching the live stream myself, so we'll look forward to seeing you there. And let's hear your impression. And don't forget to post below how you think you'd show up on the red carpet. I want to talk to you about a secret, not a technique, not a tip, not another exercise you're going to do once and forget about. A secret, one that nobody in this industry is going to tell you. Not your drama teacher, not your agent, not the casting director who keeps calling you back but never giving you the role. A few weeks ago, I was on Instagram, as one does at 2 a.m. in the morning, and I came across a coach called Whitney Hewland, and she said something that stopped me cold. She said, celebrity energy is simply the willingness to be seen. That's it. Not talent, not looks, not connections, not luck. The willingness to be seen. And I thought, that's a whole problem, isn't it? That is exactly why talented actors are invisible. That is why the industry doesn't know your name. That is why you are not getting the roles you dream about. Not because you can't act, because you won't be seen. And that, friends, is what we're going to fix today, right now. So let's go. Here's what I want you to understand about this. And I want you to really sit with it because it is going to change how you see yourself and how you see your career. There are two kinds of actors in this industry. I've worked with hundreds of them, and it's always the same two categories. There are actors who are technically brilliant. They're trained, they know the craft, they can cry on cue, they can do the accent, and they can do the physicality. Solid, reliable, skilled professionals, good actors. And then there are the actors who walk into a room, and the room changes. You know the ones. You can feel them before they've even said a word. The second group, they're not always the most technically gifted, but they have something. And that's something, that thing we call star quality, presence, the it factor, it's not a gift that you're born with. It's a choice you make. Here's what I mean. Most actors, most people are running a filter all the time. every day. They are editing themselves before anyone else gets the chance to. They think, is this too much? Will they think I'm strange? Am I being too intense? And then they pull back, they soften, they qualify, they make themselves smaller. And the camera sees all of it. The camera is the most ruthless, honest instrument in the world. It does not see what you want it to see. It sees what is actually there. And what it sees, 9 times out of 10, is an actor in the middle of censoring themselves. An actor who is managing the impression they are making instead of being fully present in the moment. That is what is holding you back. Not your technique, not your look, not your lack of connection. The filter. Celebrity energy is what happens when you switch that filter off, when you decide at a cellular level that you are willing to be fully seen. The weird parts, the contradictory parts, the parts you think are too much, the parts you've been hiding since you were 12 years old. Think about the actors who carry this quality. Joaquin Phoenix, Florence Pugh, Kate Blanchett, my favorite. These are people who do not apologize for taking up space. They're not waiting for your permission to be fully present, and audiences feel it. Casting directors feel it, and the camera drinks it in. I mean, it's almost unfair, except it's available to every single one of you. Now, here's the part that's going to make some of you uncomfortable. This is not just about what happens on camera or on stage. Celebrity energy is not a performance mode you switch on when the director calls action. It is a way of moving through the world. How you walk into a room, how you talk about your work, how you respond when someone asks, what do you do for a living? Most actors, when someone asks at a dinner party, say one of three things. I'm trying to be an actor, or I do a bit of acting, or I'm in between projects now. And every single time they say that, they make themselves a little more invisible. Celebrity energy says, I am an actor, full stop. That is what I am. That is what I am building. And I'm not apologizing for the fact that I haven't won an Oscar yet. Say it out loud right now, wherever you are watching this, say, I am an actor. Let's get down to practical business. The lab. Here's your exercise for this week. It's simple, it is uncountable, and it will tell you everything you need to know about where you actually are with this concept of being seen. I want you to film a 1-minute video of yourself talking about something you're genuinely passionate about. It doesn't have to be about acting. It can be about football, cooking, books, your theory about why the best decade of music was the 90s, which it was. I genuinely do not care what the topic is. What it has to be is real. So here's the rules. One take, no editing, no retakes, no filters, and you post it today on your Instagram story, your TikTok, your YouTube, wherever your audience lives. One take, post it. Oh, I can already hear the excuses forming. Well, let's chat about that. But what if I say something stupid? Post it. But my hair isn't right. Post it. But I don't know what to say. Post it anyway. Because here is what you're actually doing with this exercise. You are practicing being seen. You're building the muscle. You are teaching your nervous system that visibility is safe. And every time you do it, every single time, it gets a little easier. That ease, that is celebrity energy starting to develop. One take, post it today, tag me. I want to see it. So let's think about our hot take. Time for the game. Hot take of the week, and this is one that's going to upset some of you. Humility is holding your acting career back. I know. Stay with me. We are raised in this industry to be humble, to wait to be chosen, to not blow your own horn, to let your work speak for itself, to be grateful for every opportunity, to keep your head down and keep training. And I'm here to tell you that attitude, that deeply ingrained, culturally reinforced, industry approved attitude is professional suicide. The actors who are working right now, they're not sitting quietly waiting to be discovered. They are relentlessly, strategically, unapologetically visible. They are creating content. They're going to industry and events they were not even invited to. I used to do that all the time. They're putting themselves in rooms with people they have never met. They are making a noise. Look, humility has its place in the craft, absolutely. Always stay a student, always stay hungry for the work, always be the most prepared person in the room. Humility in the craft is non negotiable. But in your career, in your visibility, in the way you show up in the world and claim your space, humility is a luxury you cannot afford. My verdict, I think it's true. Uncomfortable, but true. The meek do not inherit the film industry. Now, I want to hear from you. Do you agree? Are you a humble actor who's been waiting to be discovered? Have you been making yourself smaller so you don't seem too eager? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read every single one and I will reply. So, before the CTA, this week's question for the feed, I want to know, what is the one thing that has been stopping you from being fully seen in your career? The one thing you keep pulling back from, the filter that you know is on. Comment below. Be honest. No judgment here. And I don't want you to censor yourself. Serious answers only. This is not the place for I'm just waiting for the right opportunity. Dig deeper. Now, I need to make an announcement. This is a big one. Today, Monday, the 4th of May, Anthem Creative Agency officially opens its doors for talent representation applications. Anthem is South Africa's first AI-powered talent agency, which means we use the most sophisticated tools available to package, position, and place talent with genuine intention. We do not just put your name on a list and wait for the phone to ring. We build your brand. We create your package. We put you in front of the right people. If you are a serious performer, an actor, presenter, voice artist, influencer, and you're ready to invest in your career and be properly seen in this industry, I want to hear from you. Applications are open at anthemcreativeagency.com, and the link is in my bio. And if today's episode spoke to you, if you heard something that made you think, that's me, I need to be more visible, then you and I need to have a conversation. Tomorrow, on Technique Tuesday, we go deep on exactly how to bring this willingness to be seen into your actual work, on camera, in the audition room, on stage, how to use vulnerability, not as a feeling, but as a technical instrument. It's going to be a proper masterclass. I'll see you then. This is Anthem Daily. I am Ian Garrett Hadfield. Go be seen. Until next time.